Covering Columbia tonight, the city manager gave the annual State of the City address today. DeCarlin Seawood said he wanted to use the moment to brag about some of the city's accomplishments within the past year. Some things Seawood wanted to draw focus to are an increase in housing in the city, including 400 new housing plots and additional affordable housing units. The city has also filled notable leadership positions such as a new fire chief, human resources, public works, as well as adding a new DEI officer position. Other developments mentioned today include the new airport terminal that was added and a gradual increase in volunteers since the pandemic. Meanwhile, the Columbia Police Department was in the spotlight ahead of this speech. The Police Officers Association accused council members yesterday of not properly supporting the department. ABC 17's Hannah Falcon asked city officials how they feel about the city-police relations. And Hannah, city officials say they do support police.
Morgan, like you've said, several recent events have put all eyes on the Columbia Police Department. Most recently, there was a statement released just yesterday from the Police Officers Union asking people to lobby on their behalf.
But I do support police officers. I also support not having police officers that don't do the work that they're supposed to do. And no good police officer wants to work with a bad police officer.
After the State of the City speech today, I spoke with both City Manager DeCarlin Seawood and Police Chief Jeff Jones about the city's relationship with the police department. Seawood did not address it in his speech, but he did take questions on the Columbia Police Officer Association's statement from last night, accusing city leadership of not supporting police.
And I'm not sure exactly what they're looking for, what that support looks like.
Do you think that the city has a good relationship with the police department, and do you feel like you support officers in that?
In my personal opinion, I think so. In our current climate, there are a lot of outside voices that distrust law enforcement, and that doesn't mean that the city takes that same stance.
A lot of reasons that people don't do this job. Money is one of them. Feeling supported generally in our society is another issue.
And the Columbia Police Department has 22 open positions right now. At 6, I'll break down how staffing shortages are impacting the department and what the city is doing about it. But there are staffing shortages across the board right now. ABC 17's Isabella Roberts joins me, and she's going to break down how those staffing shortages are affecting waste collection.
Hannah, we previously reported how recycling pickup has been canceled indefinitely due to staffing shortages. There was actually a protest being held outside today ahead of the State of the City address hosted by LiUNA union workers. When asked about pay negotiations between city and union workers, DeCarlin Seawood said the city wasn't allowed to share any details. I got the chance to speak with the union representative for LiUNA, Andrew Hutchinson, and he tells me that current city proposal actually involves a pay decrease for solid waste and recycling workers.
The city's current proposal would cut recycling and solid waste residential pickup, which is who picks up our trash and recycling. Their current proposal would cut wages by about $5.87 an hour on average for those workers.
Now, during the State of the City, DeCarlin Seawood made a point that the switch to automated trash pickup would allow to keep the staff that the city does have and ensure a better working condition for them. Now, coming up at 6, I'll share what Seawood had to say about the city staffing shortages. But for now, reporting in downtown Columbia alongside Hannah Falcon, Isabella Roberts, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, both Hannah and Isabella. You can watch the full State of the City address at abc17news.com.